Hi everyone. I'm Ricky Saldana, and firstly, I'm just gonna apologize about the hat. My hair just wasn't working today, and so why bother with it? So, the issue that I wanted to bring up for this project for Portfolio 2, and kind of piggybacking off of Portfolio 1, is the HIV rate and epidemic that's going on here in San Antonio, and the relatively new medication that's here to prevent more transmission rate, or getting a higher transmission rate. So, for those of you who don't know, there is the relatively new drug is called pre-exposure prophylaxis, or PrEP, and post-exposure prophylaxis, PEP. Now, PrEP is used mainly by HIV-negative men who want to continue to be HIV negative, so they take the drug daily, and that largely and greatly reduces their risk of contracting HIV. Now, PEP is for HIV positive men, and that should they come into somebody like their fluids or exchange fluids, it drastically reduces their rate of HIV transmission as well. So it's a very, very life-saving drug. And I believe the article that I have stated that since 2006, HIV rates have shot way up by 62%, and from 2012 to 2013, it rose from 11% alone. So as you can see, there's a huge dire need for this drug here in San Antonio, and most of those HIV transmissions, or at least the new infections, were people that lived on the west side. Now, to kind of like trail off just a little bit, Austin is one of the leading cities here in Texas as far as HIV transmission goes. I believe we might be number 3 or number 4. I forget. But the point is, it's an epidemic. So in Austin, UTSA professor Dr. Philip Schnarrs and some other activists and community leaders founded this foundation, I guess, called the Austin PrEP Access Project. And basically what it does, how can I put this? Sorry. It basically provides resources, and it provides accessibility to this drug to people of lower income brackets, or for people who just don't know where to go. I believe at full retail price, it's like $100 for 1 or 2 pills. So as you can see, people here on the west side can't afford that at all, and for this life-saving medication. So I want to kind of start a similar project here in San Antonio for people on the west side. Not only for people on the west side, but just concentrated here on the west side. And it'll do the same exact thing. It'll bring in clients, and it will refer them to physicians and doctors who can prescribe those medications, either for very cheap or for free, which would be ideal. But largely, I want them to have complete access to this drug, and to be able to take it daily, to not only reduce transmissions for everyone else, but even people who should they donate blood or something else, for people who they don't even see, kind of like that. So I believe that this project, I guess the San Antonio PrEP Access Project, would be a major contributing factor towards reducing the rate of HIV transmissions here in the west side, and also to kind of I guess provide more information and more resources, because I know there's a lot of myths here in the gay scene in San Antonio, and even though some people might think, that's just a myth, that's common sense, some people don't know it's common sense, and some people do believe that, shaking hands, can transmit HIV. So I feel that it's important to provide these resources, the information, especially the drug itself, to these people here in San Antonio. So that's the major goal of this project. And yeah, that's the goal, doing good in the world.